I'm Vic Myers. Welcome to the Resistance. The anniversary of D-Day just passed, June 6, 1944. That's when 4,414 Allied troops perished storming the beaches at Normandy. 2,501 of them were Americans. The 1,913 others were primarily Canadians and British. And what did they die for? They weren't fighting against wokeism. They weren't fighting against mail-in ballots or gay people or imaginary hordes of immigrant gangs. They died to stop an authoritarian fascist who was trying to remake the world into a place that was only for his people. He used Christianity as a lever and demanded that Christians conform to his views. Everybody else was the enemy, was to be exterminated. He filled camps with the disabled, homosexuals, gypsies, Jews, and others that the regime considered undesirable, like drug addicts and criminals, and anybody who dared to speak against him. In one day, 2,501 Americans gave everything they had to stop this, along with the 1,913 Canadians and British. And on January 6, 2021, 2,500 so-called Americans attacked not just a building, but the very ideals that 2,501 real Americans died to defend. They carried out their attack in service to a man who is putting people in camps today because of the color of their skin. His administration is labeling anybody who speaks against him as enemies of the state. His administration is talking about putting drug addicts and disabled people into camps. They carried out their attack in service to a man who capitulates to Putin and will do nothing to stop Putin's war on Ukraine. A man who started a war in Iran that spiraled out of his control. I reckon we've never been so close to another world war. They carried out their attack for a man who would make Canada and Great Britain our enemies if we let him. I was thinking about how many of those who died for us at Normandy might have descendants who became J6 terrorists. How would they feel? That got me to thinking about what happens after we leave this mortal world. I'm not a religious person. I don't know what comes next. The J6ers, by and large, claim to be Christians. And Christians believe in the pearly gates scenario. If there is a pearly gates scenario at the end, I don't think it's going to be St. Peter who meets him there. I think it'll be more like this. Thanks for listening. Good day.